Breaking free. My journey to escape financial traps and reclaim my power. I'm sitting at my kitchen table, the glow of my phone casting shadows on the wall. My calculator app is open, and I'm tallying up rent, bills, and debt repayments. Each number feels like a brick in a wall I can't climb. A wall keeping me in a relationship I want to leave, a side hustle that's draining me, or a life where my worth is undervalued. I feel trapped, not by chains but by money. If this sounds like you, know this: you're not alone. I've been there and I've found a way out, inspired by the wisdom of the She's on the Money podcast, where hosts Natasha, Victoria, Jessica, and Beck share stories and strategies that lit a fire in me. My trap: a silent cage. I used to think financial traps were just about not having enough money. But they're more insidious. They're the debt tying me to a partner I no longer love, the guilt that makes me work for free, the fear of leaving a job because I can't afford the leap. These traps aren't just numbers. They're emotional, psychological, and systemic. Studies show women are more likely to face financial hardship after leaving relationships, often because we earn less, shoulder caregiving, or inherit shared debts. A poll from the She's on the Money community hit me hard. 28% had seen friends trapped, 13% had escaped, and 6% were still stuck. That's 6%. That was me until I decided to fight back. The podcast episode, "The Money Trap That Keeps So Many Women Stuck," became my lifeline. Through listener stories, expert advice, and community wisdom, the hosts tackled two dilemmas that mirrored my own: giving away my skills for free and feeling chained to a relationship by debt. Their words, paired with my journey, form this roadmap to freedom. Let's dive into my struggles, solutions, and the steps you can take to break free. Dilemma 1. When my passion became a burden. I'm a photographer. Not the kind with a fancy studio, but the kind who fell in love with capturing moments, weddings, events, the way light hits a smile just right. Started as a hobby, something I did for friends. But word spread, and soon I was juggling a full-time job, a part-time gig, and a flood of photography requests. Couples wanted me for their big day. Organizations asked me to shoot events. I was thrilled, until I realized I was giving it all away for free. Every time I handed over hundreds of edited photos or a polished video, guilt stopped me from charging. They're friends, I'd tell myself. This group can't afford it. Hours of work, shooting, editing, perfecting, piled up unpaid. I was burned out, resenting the camera I once loved. I wrote to She's on the Money, echoing a listener named Sarah. I feel guilty charging. I'm starting to hate photography. Should I quit? The problem? Undervaluing my worth. My guilt wasn't just personal. It was a trap many women fall into. We're taught to nurture, to give, to put others first. Charging for my passion felt like betraying it. But as Victoria said on the podcast, people are taking advantage of you. They know you're bad at saying no. Clients weren't just asking for favors. They were exploiting my hesitation. In my industry, professionals charge thousands for a wedding shoot. Yet I was giving away work because I doubted my value. This wasn't about money. It was about power. Every unpaid job stole my time, energy, and love for my craft. The solution? Charging my worth and reclaiming my passion. The host's advice was a wake-up call, and I put it into action. Here's how I stopped working for free and how you can too. Whether you're a photographer, writer, or any woman turning her passion into a side hustle. Create a rate card. Jessica's words stuck with me. Send a rate card first. I researched what others in my field charged. Platforms like Upwork and local competitor sites showed wedding photographers earning $2,000 to $5,000 per event. I created packages. $1,500 for a half-day shoot with 50 photos, $3,000 for a full day with a 60-second video. I saved them as a PDF and practiced sending it with every inquiry. I'm so excited to capture your moment. Here's my rate card. Let me know what works. It felt awkward at first, but it set boundaries and weeded out freeloaders. Assume payment is expected. Victoria's mindset shift was game-changing. Assume clients expect to pay. It's more awkward for them to admit they wanted it free, she said. When a community group asked me to shoot an event, I sent my rates up front. They paused, then agreed to my lowest package. If they'd balked, I'd have known they didn't value me. Try this. I'd love to work together. My rates are attached. Let's find the right fit. Flips the power dynamic. Set up prepaid packages. Beck's idea to sell services online was genius. If they pay up front, you skip the money talk, she said. I built a simple website on Wix, free to start, and listed packages. Wedding basics. 100 photos, $2,000, or event highlight, 30-second video, $900. I added a PayPal button so clients paid before I started. It professionalized my work and eliminated awkward post-job negotiations. Platforms like Squarespace or Etsy can work too. Say no to freeloaders. The hosts were blunt. If they expect free work, they're not your people. I stopped saying yes to everyone. When a big organization asked for a free shoot, I politely declined. My rates are fixed, but I'd love to collaborate if your budget aligns. They came back with a paid offer. Focus on clients who respect your worth. There are more out there than you think. Reframe your mindset. My guilt came from fearing lost opportunities. Jessica's words hit home. You're scared of putting rates out there and the opportunity going away. I reframed it. Charging validates my art. I listed my wins, past gigs, happy clients, years of practice, and realized I wasn't a hobbyist. I was a professional. Write down your skills and achievements to boost confidence. Your time is finite. Don't let it be stolen. Negotiate smartly. If a client's budget was tight, I didn't default to free. I adjusted deliverables. $1,000 got a half-day shoot instead of a full day. Jessica suggested articulating discounts. I'm offering a 15% discount because I love your project, but my standard rates apply next time. This kept my value intact while building relationships. Protect your passion. Burnout was killing my love for photography. I set limits, 1 gig a month, no more. I used Google Calendar to block out personal time and Trello to track projects. When resentment crept in, I shot personal projects. A sunset, my dog, to reconnect with joy. If your passion feels like a chore, pause or pivot to what lights you up. My transformation. Putting these steps into action changed everything. My first paid wedding gig, $2,500 for a day's work, felt like a victory. I wasn't just earning. I was reclaiming my power. The She's on the Money community inspired me too. A listener, Ruth, saved $128 buying a $190 dress on Depop for $62. That mindset, valuing every dollar, translated to my work. Another listener, Nicole, found lost savings by budgeting better, showing me small shifts could fund big dreams. Today, photography is my side hustle, not my burden, and I'm saving for a future where it's my full-time gig. Dilemma 2. Trapped in a relationship by debt. My second trap was darker, more suffocating. I wanted to leave my partner, but debt held me hostage. We'd racked up thousands in shared credit card debt, mostly from his spending. Fancy dinners, gadgets, a car he needed. My name was on the accounts, so I'd owe half if I left. I ran the numbers. Rent, utilities, food, and debt repayments dwarfed my income. I felt like a prisoner, echoing a listener's DM. I want to leave my husband, but I can't afford to. I'm trapped in a relationship I don't want because of money. The problem, the chains of shared debt. Shared debt is a common trap. In many legal systems, joint debts split evenly in a separation, even if one partner spent more. Living alone is pricier too. Studies show single women spend a higher share of income on housing than couples. My income barely covered basics, let alone debt. Beyond numbers, the emotional weight was crushing. I wasn't just stuck, I was losing myself. Victoria's words on the podcast broke me open. I want you to have cash so you've got choices. All women deserve that. The solution, my escape plan. The host's advice, paired with my journey, became my blueprint to freedom. Here's how I escaped and how you can build your own exit strategy. Run a detailed budget. Jessica's advice to run a full budget was my first step. I listed essentials. Rent, $800 per month for a share house. Utilities, $100 per month. Food, $400 per month. Transport, $100 per month. And debt repayments, $300 per month. Total, $1,700. My income was $1,400, leaving a $300 gap. I used a free budgeting app like In-Ab to track every penny. Knowing my deficit gave me clarity. List your expenses and income to find your gap. It's the foundation of your plan. Boost income. To cover the $300, I needed more income. It's doable, Jessica said, sharing her 2-job experience. I picked up weekend waitressing at $25 per hour. 10 hours a week added $1,000 per month. Other options: bartending, $30 per hour. Gig work on TaskRabbit, $20 to $40 per hour. Or retail shifts, $20 to $25 per hour. Check job boards like Indeed or LinkedIn. For long-term growth, I enrolled in a free online course. Coursera offers coding or marketing to boost my earning potential. Even temporary work can fund your escape. Seek financial counseling. The hosts urged reaching out to debt helplines. I found a free financial counselor through a national service. Search free financial counseling in your area. They reviewed my debt, $15,000 in credit cards, and suggested options. Consolidation. Combine debts into a lower interest loan, reducing monthly payments. Hardship plans. Negotiate with creditors for lower repayments or pauses. Assistance programs. Government or non-profit grants for rent or utilities. They also connected me to emergency relief for groceries. Counseling wasn't just practical, it gave me hope. Explore legal options. A She's on the Money community member said, "Debt isn't always split evenly." I consulted a free legal aid service. Search free family law advice locally. My partner's spending, $10,000 on a car, was documented in bank statements. The lawyer suggested negotiating to reallocate debt or sell the car to clear it. If your partner resists, legal advice protects you. Gather evidence like receipts to strengthen your case. Access emotional support. Leaving was terrifying. The hosts recommended domestic violence or women's support services, even for non-abusive situations. I contacted a helpline, search Women's Support Hotline in your region, and spoke to a counselor who validated my fears and connected me to a shelter for temporary housing. Shelters often support women with or without kids, offering safety and resources. Knowing I had a fallback gave me courage. Consider bankruptcy as a last resort. Beck's bankruptcy story intrigued me. I'd clear the debt and start from zero. Bankruptcy wipes unsecured debts but impacts credit for years, limiting loans or rentals. My counselor advised against it. My $15,000 debt was manageable with a hardship plan. But for massive debts, e.g. $50,000 plus, it's empowering. Research bankruptcy laws in your country. Government websites explain the process, and compare it to other options. Build a secret safety net. My situation felt unsafe, so I planned discreetly. I opened a new bank account at a different bank. Online banks like Chime have no fees, and redirected my waitressing income there. I saved $20 per week. $1040 in a year. I stored my ID and birth certificate with a friend, not at home. If you're in danger, search Financial Safety Planning for Women. 4 guides on protecting your assets. Lean on community. I hadn't told anyone, but the host's words, "It takes a village," pushed me to confide in a friend. She offered her couch if I needed it. I joined an online women's finance group, Reddits or /personal finance or Facebook groups, and read stories of escape. One She's on the Money listener left with debt, sold a property at a loss, and rebuilt her life with a new partner. Another waited 8 months for her partner to repay $15,000 before leaving. These stories fueled my resolve. My breakthrough took 6 months, but I left. My waitressing income covered my budget gap, and my counselor negotiated a $150 per month debt repayment plan. Legal aid ensured my partner took 70% of the car debt. I moved into a share house, splitting rent with 2 women I found on a local housing board. The shelter counselor checked in weekly, reminding me I was enough. Today I'm debt-free, living on my terms and saving for a home. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Small wins. My broke tips. The podcast's broke tips taught me to stretch every dollar, building resilience. Here's how I saved and how you can too. Cheaper party snacks. I swapped chips for dollars per bag for Cheezels, $3 per bag, saving $1 per gathering. Pair with homemade dip for a crowd pleaser. DIY fixes. My vacuum broke, but I bought a $40 battery on eBay instead of $120 from the manufacturer, saving $80. YouTube tutorials guided me. Check second-hand sites for parts. Bulk payments. I paid my car insurance annually, $600, instead of monthly, $720, saving $120. I saved $10 per week for 6 months to afford it. Ask providers. Do you offer a discount for upfront payment? Second-hand scores. I bought a $200 jacket on Poshmark for $50, saving $150. Thrift stores and apps like ThreadUp are gold mines. Leverage connections. I crashed with a friend for a month, saving $800 on rent. Nurture friendships, they're lifelines. Claim benefits. I used my health insurance for a $50 dental checkup, saving out-of-pocket costs. Review your policy for extras like gym memberships. These wins weren't just about money. They gave me the cash to escape and the confidence to keep going. The power of sisterhood. The She's on the Money community became my anchor. Listeners shared wins. One celebrated a manageable mortgage. Another scored free travel by staying with friends. Even a critical review of the podcast's budget coverage made me laugh. Victoria's defiance. We made it accessible. Reminded me to trust my instincts. The community's response to the debt-trapped listener was a hug in words. Get legal advice. Lean on support. Leave, you'll be better off. Joining this sisterhood showed me I wasn't alone. My roadmap to freedom. My journey taught me that freedom is possible, no matter how trapped you feel. Here's your roadmap, blending my story with the host's wisdom. Value yourself. Set rates, send them first, and ditch freeloaders. Your time is precious. Plan strategically. Budget your solo life, boost income, and explore legal debt options. Seek help. Find free financial counseling and women's support services. They're for you no matter your situation. Build sisterhood. Confide in a friend, join a finance group, or share your story. You're not alone. Celebrate wins. Save on snacks, thrift clothes, claim benefits. Every dollar fuels your freedom. My call to you. Natasha's podcast opening, Honoring the Land's Custodians, taught me to root my journey in respect. For myself, my worth, and my community. You deserve that too. If you're trapped, take one step today. Search for help. Look up free financial counseling or women's support services in your area. Connect. Join a women's finance group online or confide in a friend. Act small. Save $10, draft a rate card, or check a job board. Momentum builds. Your time, talent, and future are worth more than you know. The cage is invisible, but the key is yours. Break free, sister. I'm rooting for you. Conclusion. Join me on this journey. I'm no longer at that kitchen table, trapped by numbers. I'm free. Free to chase my passions, live on my terms, and build a future I love. But this isn't just my story, it's ours. Every woman deserves the power to break free. And I'm here to cheer you on. Take that first step today. Search for a financial counselor, join a women's finance group, or save a few dollars. You're stronger than you know, and you've got a sisterhood behind you. If this story moved you, please like and share the video to spread the word. Let's empower more women to reclaim their power. Subscribe to our channel for more stories and strategies to fuel your journey. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Together, we're unstoppable. Let's break free, sisters.